I got stuff in the mail. Very happy with the stuff I got in the mail. I finally broke down and bought it. A long time coming. Saved my pennies and I did some side work and I scraped enough to get this swapmeatparts.com. Easy wiring. It's actually a nice for the price. It's actually a really nice setup. We have headlight harnesses, we have alternator harnesses, we have tie wires, we have connectors, we have GM column harnesses. All the wires are extra long and labeled. It's got a really nice beefy wire to it. It's got that oil resistant jackets on them. They're extra long for goof ups like me, because I know I'm going to goof up, so that's good. Everything is labeled. We have the electric fan relay. We have 17 circuits here. Electric fan, AC heat, radio, turn signal, backup, cruise. I don't have any of that, but so we've got plenty of circuits here. It comes with the 2 flashes, so that's cool. That came in. I have more stuff. The reason I got this stuff was because my Optimo battery is finally in. Finally got it. So, fits in there nicely. I gotta devise a way of keeping it nice and solid. It's a spill proof. It's a sealed battery. It won't spill. It's got side terminals right here, so when I come through the back, I'll connect to the 2 terminals here. I hope I don't ground out on the middle body here. I might have to do something there, some sort of connector covers so I don't ground out. I'll leave these on so they don't ground out. So that's done. That's ready to go. I can stop fiddling with that. It's still freaking freezing out. Gonna be really cold this weekend, so and I'm actually working at work this weekend, so I won't have time to do that, but I'm getting my ducks in a row. Have this still to put on the transmission. I haven't got onto there yet because the concrete is ice cold and I'm not going to lay down on cold concrete. I'm too old for that. So we got the cables yet to put in. I got to get, like I say, my cousin Joey, he's got to bring his welder one day so we can weld all the support brackets here, and I got the blocks here for the seat belts there. I'm debating whether I'm going to reuse these seats and try to just get an aftermarket bracket that will accommodate the actual original factory holes in the floor. If not, I'll have to use the seats that Justin donated. He says I can have them. He wants to use the racing bucket style for his car. So I don't know. I like the way these look, but I probably can get the other ones to look almost kind of the same thing. So I'll just have to bother my sister one more time. I think she'll do it for me. I was bored, so I decided to make an armrest pad for the coffin console because I know my elbow. 2 things. If I take the car out on a hot day in the sun, I'm pretty sure I will get a 3rd-degree burn putting my elbow on that black paint. I'll probably get burned the same way with the vinyl, but it won't be so bad. And actually, I will probably prevent myself with my bony elbows making all kinds of hoof prints on this section, because that's where my arm is going to be resting. So I designed this little pad. I tried to go as small as I possibly could so it wouldn't detract from the coffin. So I had some residual vinyl, and my sister will kind of sew up this web pad in. I got some 1/2-inch plywood. I actually had 2 of them made up. One I messed up, and this is the one I came up with. I still don't know how I'm going to attach it to that. I don't know if I'm going to drill holes through there and screw it from beneath, or do a Velcro, 2-sided Velcro. I don't know. Still don't know what I'm going to do here. So, but that's going to fit right there like that. Right there. So it doesn't cover the flames, and it's got some protection there. So that's done. Moving along. Tranny dip tube bracket's got to go in. I need the fuel line feed here. Gonna get that. I have to rebuild this alternator, or I'm just gonna get an alternator and take the innards out and keep this Power Master shell. Because of the chrome, it'll get you home. But this doesn't charge. I don't know what's the matter with it, so I'm just going to swap out the innards. Get a fairly inexpensive alternator at your neighborhood pot store, and I'll just swap out the innards. That would be done here. Fuel line will be done. I'll probably still bend the stainless line down to the fuel pump, because I'm not too keen on having a rubber line come down through here, so I'll probably go stainless down through the back and route it around nice and neat. I have a chrome bushing. This essentially is a wrist pin. I use this as a spacer just to get my distance from my pulleys lined up. So I was trying to use something to get the correct distance, and this is the correct distance, but I actually have a chrome pipe, heavy gauge pipe that is actually cut to this distance, so that I have to take out. When I rebuild this, I'll replace this. I want to get a black distributor, and I want to get some sort of Talon 4WD when he was painting all the plastic pots on his Nova, like his catch cans and his washer bottles. He was using a plastic promotion adhesive. I forget the name. I think it was Bulldog, maybe? Bulldog? I want to paint the top of this thing, the coil. It's one of them high voltage coils. I don't like the red and the green. It looks like a bloody Christmas theme. We're not going for Christmas. We're going for scary. So we'll do that. I actually have the delete plate for the heat and AC box here on the firewall. I got a delete plate. I still got to work that, and it's right here. I got to high polish it a bit more. I did some of it. I mean, you can see my ugly face here. It's striated, but that's the aluminum. That's I mean, I had this thing almost like a mirror, and it always kept that striation there, so I'll live with it. Well, we're going to use that as a delete plate. We're going to sandwich. It's been hogged out in the back there, so the little edges of the firewall that kind of, you guys know what I'm talking about, turns out a bit. That'll just fit nice and flush on the firewall. I'm going to through bolt it, and I'll have a steel plate on the inside of the firewall. 2 steel plates with this foam tape for vibration purposes, and also for dampening any, any hot exhausts or any hot air coming through that firewall. I'll probably seal it up and keep it nice and tight. So we got that. That's going. These are all things I'm getting in the row, getting my ducks in a row. I got my wire looms ready to go. I got Taylor wires coming in. I'm going to rewire the engine, because these are just junk wires we put on there. We just pieced together a whole bunch of sets just to get the engine broken in. We're going to get rid of this. This was just junk wire. It'll be all black wires. Feed lines, bleed the brakes, get the car down on the ground. Get it so I can actually start it, pull it out on its own power, and then I can start wiring it one day when it gets a little warmer and stuff. I can spin it around, and it's kind of tough working on that side of the garage when there's only like 16 inches in the air up against a wall and a shelf. Very small 2-car garage, but it is what it is. So I gotta get the rear tail light connectors. They have those at AutoZone. They're fairly inexpensive. I gotta get 4 of those. And I was thinking about doing sequential lights. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? And turn the directional on, the 2 lights flash. We still got Rudy here. Haven't had time to go get a tranny for this guy, because every time I go to the junkyard, or I want to plan to go to get the tranny, it snows out, and I am not working in the snow under a cart in a junkyard. I'm too old. Too old, too old, too old. So we got to get this thing done, get him out of here. It's just ready to go. It's all pulled out, ready to go. So just waiting for a good day to go get this. And well, we got all the ducks in a row. I'm going to start working on this thing and trying to motivate myself to go. And I don't know if you guys have projects that stall on you. And other things in life that kind of slow you down. So, once we get all this stuff done, I'll get the glass in, front and back glass. I'll need essentially a headliner, a rug, some Dynamat, because I don't have any Dynamat in the orange car, and it gets hot as hell and noisy as a bastard. This one I want to put Dynamat, at least that. So we got that left. We got to put the side windows in. I am going with trim here because I went with no trim on the other car, and these really sharp edge here, you try not to, but they get chipped and they get little nicks here and there on the other car, and I was not too happy with it. So this one I'm just gonna trim it up. I'll high polish it, have a little bit of chrome, have this, we'll have that. The back bumper is gonna get painted black, so that'll be it for chrome. Will be kind of around the windows, back window, and you know, that's it for chrome. Mirrors I still gotta paint. I just turned the heat on, everything's expanding, cans are popping behind me, things are dropping above me. So this is Mark from the second gen, 10-minute video, sorry about that. Hopefully we'll start doing some videos on me wiring this thing and getting it ready, and getting everything ready and buttoned up so we can get this car registered and driving. And then once that's done, we have the other ugly black Camaro to start working on with Justin, and that's going to be not an extreme overhaul like we did on this one, but it's going to be decent. We're going to get it all cleaned up and fixed up and nice. Mark from the second gen. Be well, be safe. I love it when I get stuff in the mail. Thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, and hopefully we'll see you people soon. Peace.